Hello everybody, welcome to All India Juvo Computer Saksharata Mission, a complete online computer education system. Here we are there for a new session on learning Python online. Before starting collection related data type, we have to discuss string data type, because the most commonly used object in any project and any programming language is string only. Hence we should know the information about string type of data type in details. So what is a string? Any sequence of character within either single quote or double quote is considered as a string. You know that how to implement a string. In most of the other languages like C, C++ and Java, a single quote character within a single quote treated as a character data type. But in Python, we are not having character data type. Hence, it is treated as a string. So, within single quote, anything within single quote or double quote treated as a string. But if we want to implement single quote or double quote as a character within a string, then we have to use either escape character or you have to use triple quote character. There is another implementation of a string using triple quote character. I just want to take an example. Here is the example. What I am telling, I just want to show you with the help of an example. I use triple quote character. Now, the Python, this is my string. Python notes by Shayok sir is very helpful. Okay. In this string, I use double quote and single quote within a string. So, if you want to use double quote or single quote as a symbol within a string, then you don't able to use single quote or double quote. If you use that one, you will see there is an error. It will just end the string within this. This will not treated as a part of the string. If you use single quote, then this is treated, within this is treated the whole string. These things are not included. So this is a problem. The solve for this problem is either you have to use front slash in front of them. This is known as escape character. Every time you have to need to use front slash, where you have to use it as a symbol. If you want to use these things as a symbol, you have to use this front slash backslash character before that. That indicate that this is a symbol, this is not included within a string. How many backslash symbol you insert? 1, 2, 3, 4. If there is more this symbol, then you have to use more front backslash character. So this is not a right way. If there is 1 or 2, then it is acceptable, but if there is many, then it was a difficult task. So the better to use triple quote character, to use this double quote and single quote as a symbol within your string. The another area where you can use the triple quote, if you want to print multi-line character. If you want to print multi-line character, then you should use this triple quote character to create multi-line string. So if I right now if I want to print S, it easily execute and easily print. I have to save that. Yes. Now I have to run from command prompt. look at that, it print the value within init. This is treated as a symbol and this is treated as a symbol. So this is how, this is where you can use triple quote character to print multi-line character, multi-line string, or to print double quote and single quote as a character. Okay. Now I have to take another program page, minimize it. Okay. Now the second thing that we have to discuss within this string, how to access character of a string. You can access character of a string by two ways. How to access character of string? You can access character of string by two ways, by using index and by using slicing. Using slice operator. Okay. In this two approach, you can access the character of a string. With the example, if I explain, then this is the program. Here is the example. There is a string computer. Okay. Now, if I want to access with the help of every character with the help of index, then S0. S0 means the 0th position value. This value, it will print, actually it is print C. Okay. It prints C. Now, if I print S0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. If I print -1, what will happen? It print, the most important thing is that string, or where you can in Python both positive and negative index are possible. Positive index means left to right and the negative index means right to left, backwards. These are the positive index. This is 0th index, this is 1th index, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this 6 and this 7. These are the positive index. It is from left to right, and similarly these are the negative index. This is -1, this one is -2, -1 is equal to +7. The value that you have found in -1, it's also find in +7 value. We will discuss within the help of, so it's written R. If we print S of 7, it will return the same value, R. It will return R. Okay. So positive and negative indexing are possible in Python. You cannot find it in C, C++ or Java. Both of the indexing are possible. You can print it. This is printing the element of a string with the help of indexing. Just here we can printing the element of a string with the help of indexing. Save that. string2.py, run it from your command prompt, see what will happen. String2, what we discussed, CRR, we find the value. 0th element value is C, 1th element value is O, 2 element value, these are the index. We know that index start from 0 and ends length -1 times. Okay, 0 to 7, actually we are counting 8 values. So in Python, it is very important. In Python, positive and negative, both indexing are possible. Positive means forward direction, negative means backward direction. Okay. In indexing there is a problem. If you want to print such a index value which is not available, like 10 is not available here, then you should, it will return a error, index error, string index out of range error. It's return an error because index is out of range. This is the difference between indexing and slicing. If you use slicing, if it is out of range, though it doesn't return any error, it return to the last value. This is the difference between indexing and slicing. Okay, we can explain it with the help of example when we write it down. Now here they didn't return anything. We doesn't save it. We have to save that one. Then you will see that there is an error. Look at that. It gives you an error. It gives you an error. It says that line 5 error, index error because index string out of range. So it cannot print out of range values because of that. In 10th position there is no value. So it returns an error. I command it. Now if I want to use slicing, so how can we print the value? Open a new Python page. We know how to use indexing. Now we have to use slicing. This is the string. Learning Python is very easy. This is my string. Now if I want to print S in slicing, there are 3 values. One is the start index, second one is the end index, and third one is the step value. The step value may be positive or negative. Okay. If I want to print it like that, then this is the 0th index. This is actually the 1th index. From there it try to pick the value 7 minus 1 time. The start index is 1, but end index always for positive direction. If it is a plus value, always for the positive direction, end minus 1. This is the end index, minus 1 means 6. It starts from there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. EARNIN. This value is returned. It returned EARNIN. We will see when we run. If this value is, all the values are mandatory, not mandatory. You cannot use any value, though it is return the full string. Print S of 1:7. It's also returned the same value because step value by default is +1 for forward direction. It also print EARNIN. Print S of 1:7 and the step value is 2. So what will be the output if I print like that? It starts from 1, but it jumps 2 character. So it's first it prints E, then it jumps to R, then it jumps to I. ERI. After that it was out of the range. So after that it is G, but G is not in my calculation because it is print from 1 to 6. So this is the output. We will show when we run the program. Now if I print, concentrate carefully, if I print this, what will be the output? If you print this, the output is from the first character you print to 6th character. Okay, LE ARNIN. This is the number 6 character. It means there is no start index. So it by default it starts from 0 character. So it starts from 0 character. There is a end index. End index is 7 means 6. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There is no step value. We don't need any step value. Default step value is 1. So it is printing all the character one by one. If it is like that, print S 7 colon, then it starts from 7th character and rest of the string will be printed. This means length of the string minus 1, that means up to this, that means up to this. So it will print, it will start from I, okay, and it will print the rest of the character. I don't write it. It will start from 7th character, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because of that, this is the start value, 7th character. So it's print starting from G, then space. Python is very easy. That's it. Okay. From 7th character, it will print the rest of the string. So if you print like that, if you print S, you didn't mention anything. Sorry, you didn't mention anything. Colon colon. There is no start value. There is no end value. There is no step value. Then whole string will be printed. Full string. From the start, default value is 0 to the end, length minus 1, and it by default it is treated as a forward direction. Okay. Full length of the string will be printed. Clear? If I print like this with the help of minus, print S, if it is just like that, still it is print because the step value is not mandatory, still it is print the whole string. But if I print like this, see the magic of Python, if I print like this, colon colon minus 1, what will happen? It will reverse the string. It will, minus 1 means from the end it was backward direction. It will just reverse the string. Okay. What will be the output? You will see when we run, because I am unable to write this one in reverse order. So these are how we can use slice operator, and with the help of slice operator we can do lot of things. Okay, we can do lot of things. Save it. String 3.py. Run it. We will see if we are thinking properly or not. Here is the example. It will print EARNIN, EARNIN, ERI, then EARNIN, then G Python is very easy. It is a full string. It is the full string, and now here it is. This is the string in backward. It's print the string in reverse order. Okay. So this is the indexing. This is indexing and slicing. We can use indexing and slicing to find the element within a string. We can use in Python, we can calculate in forward direction and backward direction, indexing and slicing. Both indexing are in forward direction. If it is in forward direction, then from left to right. If it is a backward direction, negative indexing, then it is right to left. It also always calculate right to left. Okay. So this is how we can use these things together. This is a very important concept in string data type. We have to create some more videos on string data type, because there are some mathematical operator, there are some interview questions. If you go to interview, you clearly they take 2 to 3 questions on string data type. Okay, that's it for this video. We will see you in the next video.